Mickey Makes and Builds, and a Merry Christmas 2022 to one and all. I have a Christmas puzzle for you today, obviously. Have to do a Christmas puzzle today. And the Christmas puzzle I'm going to do is one I'm really looking forward to. It is one I've seen come up on Instagram a few times, and as soon as I saw it, I just fell in love with it. I thought it was absolutely beautiful. So the puzzle is this one. It's by ELENA ESSEX Designs, and it's called Christmas Cornucopia. It's 1,000 pieces. Now, just look at that image. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's essentially a gradient. It's all one colour in the background. It's like this beautiful dark purple, and contrasted against that is all these lovely turquoises and reds and oranges and pinks, and it's just gorgeous. Now, the image has on it just lots of baubles, really. Lots and lots of Christmas baubles, but it's not just your kind of average teardrop shaped ones and round ones. You've got a peacock there. I love peacocks. Just love peacock feathers. So these colours up here really do speak to me. I really do like them. And you've got a flamingo, and you've got an owl, and there's a tiger there. And so there's all different things, but I just thought it was a really, really lovely image, and I can't wait to give it a go. I've actually never done an ELENA ESSEX puzzle before, so this will be a first. So I'll do a little bit of a review of the box and talk about the quality of the pieces and things like that as well. But I'm just so looking forward to getting this one started. So I'm going to stop talking here, and I'm just going to get this thing opened up. I can't wait. So just to give a quick run through of the box, it's made of nice sturdy cardboard, and all over it, it's the same dark rich purple as in the background of the puzzle. The lid is entirely covered with the box image, only partially obscured in the bottom left corner by a small box that tells you that it's an ELENA ESSEX puzzle, the name of the puzzle, which is Christmas Cornucopia, and that it's 1,000 pieces. Some of the lettering is in gold, and the word Christmas is a gradient, which I love and really complements the image well. On the back, we have another slightly smaller image of the puzzle, so here we can see the whole thing with nothing covering any part of it, which I also really like. Above the image is the same info as on the front, the name of the puzzle and the piece count. In the bottom left is information about ELENA ESSEX, including a website and an Instagram tag. We've got the dimensions of the puzzle in centimetres and inches, which is great as well. And under that we can see that the puzzle and box contain recycled materials. We can see where it was designed and made, and that the inks are non-toxic. Finally, in the bottom right is the Forest Stewardship Council logo, certifying that the paper has come from responsible sources. All four sides of the box have the same information, the name of the puzzle, the piece count, and ELENA ESSEX, all in the same lovely gold writing as on the front, and with the rainbow gradient on the word Christmas. Okay, so I already recorded the unboxing of this, but it turned out that there was no sound when I actually went to look at it. So I'm unboxing it again, but if I take the lid off, I will show you. The pieces aren't in a bag because I've already opened the bag, but they did come in a bag, a sealed bag. It wasn't a reusable one, but they did come in a bag. So I'll have a look at what comes in the box, and we'll have a look at these pieces, and then we'll get to building the puzzle. So it comes with a little card that has a flamingo on it, and it says ELENA ESSEX. And on the back there's a wee thank you note, and information for where to go if you have a missing piece. And there's a website, elenaessex.com, and also an Instagram tag, ELENA ESSEX Designs. So that's really nice little card. And then we've also got a poster, which is another image of the beautiful puzzle that you see on the front of the box as well, and there's another image of it actually on the back of the box. So there's plenty of, images that you can use as a guide for when you're building it, and I love that there's a poster that you can use as well, so that's really lovely. Right, so we'll just have a wee rummage through the pieces. And the box is just a touch on the smaller side to perhaps some 1,000 piece puzzles, so some of them are going a bit over the edge, but that's not a problem. Just picking out just one or two pieces, I can see lots of different piece shapes represented here. We've got a couple of pieces with 3 outs and 1 in. We've got one with the 4 outs there, got one with 2 in, 2 out. So it's all the nice standard piece shapes. The pieces look to be fairly sturdy thickness, and they've got the grey card at the back. The colours on these pieces really do look like they're true to the box image. They're very, very bright, really vibrant and vivid. I'm loving the colours already, you know, before I've even put the puzzle together. They really are really beautiful. So I'm really looking forward to getting started on this puzzle. The pieces they're not overly glossy, but they're not matte. But I don't think, just looking at it in the light just now, I don't think it's going to be a problem building it. I don't think I'm going to have kind of glare or reflection. So hopefully that will be fine. Another thing I noticed is that there are some pieces with this kind of gold detail on, which you can feel a texture to it. It's like it's embossed. And that's something else I really, really like. I really think that's going to make this puzzle look extra Christmassy because there's some sparkle to it. So yeah, I'm really liking the look of these pieces so far. And I'm really looking forward to just building this. So I'm just going to dive right in. I hope you enjoy. Right, so now seems like a good time to do a bit of a progress report because I've sort of reached a point where all the myriad bits that I'd got out are starting to come together, and in fact some of the individual baubles are starting to attach to each other. So when I was pulling out the pieces, the colours that were really jumping out at me were blue, these kind of blues, and also the shiny, the pieces with sort of shiny gold on, which I was really drawn by because I really do think it's really pretty. Like over here, there's quite a lot of it over here. So I've really been enjoying that aspect of it. I think it's probably not surprising that the one that's come together most quickly is this one. This is by far the biggest bauble on the image, which I've got just standing up just there. That one's pretty big as well, but I haven't really fully worked on the pinks yet. I have started that one just there, but I had a lot of blues out, and it's just meant I've managed to fill out this top left corner quite a lot so far, and then I've got some other bits just sort of scattered. I've put them roughly in the right place. So yeah, so my method so far is just to continue on as I'm doing it. Obviously with things starting to come together, when I'm spotting pieces in the box, I know more or less instantly where they go, and I can fill in gaps and things. Pretty soon Once I've kind of filled out these as much as I can, I'm gonna need to start working on some of these pinks and oranges, and then just get the baubles built up and get them attached to each other. And I think this puzzle's just gonna be a really satisfying experience. So yeah, I'm just keeping on as I started with my shuffle method until it's done. Okay, not much of an update really to give. I'm really just sticking with the same method I was using from the start, but I have just finished the edge. I didn't do the edge first because a lot of these edge pieces are just purple and some do have bits of bauble and things on them. So, you know, I probably could have done that first, but I just didn't see the point. I kind of just thought I would just do it as I went along. But I just put the last one in just to get rid of those pieces. And now really just working on these pink and orange baubles now. Mostly the blue and green and turquoise purpley ones are done. There's a few gaps, but otherwise they're looking good. Top right corner's looking quite done as well. But I mean, it really is just, I'm just pulling a few out and then plugging them into the puzzle. And I've just really been enjoying the leisurely pace of this, and the fact that now, you know, I got to a point where I was far enough in that I just recognised so many pieces in the box. Every time I glanced in, I saw one, I pulled it out and put it into the puzzle, and it's all coming together really quite quickly now. So I think it'll be a pretty quick finisher for this, but I'm just going to keep at it the way I've been going, and yeah, just thoroughly enjoy it. I'm loving the colours on this puzzle. I really do. I like the brightness, like almost kind of neon vibe to these colours against the dark background. Absolutely love that. I love the contrast against the dark background. It's really, really lovely puzzle. So just gonna crack on now and get rid of all these pieces and see if I can finish this gorgeous puzzle. that is me. I have finished Christmas Cornucopia by Elena Essex. I just loved this puzzle. I really, really enjoyed building it. And the only problem was it was over too quickly. It came together really fast. I got past a certain point where I'd started to put just one or two of the baubles together and put them kind of in the right places, and then the pieces just flew in. I think because it was a gradient that ran across the baubles rather than the actual background, I could instantly recognise after a certain point which piece went in which ornament. So it just became a case of just grabbing them out of the box, putting them all in. But that was really fun. I mean, it was over quickly, which, you know, made me sad, but that was really fun. It wasn't like the fact that the puzzle was really doable and fairly easy. It wasn't like that took away from it at all. I really, really enjoyed it. It was just over too fast. I think my favourite thing about this puzzle, though, and I've been saying this throughout the video, is the colours. The colours are just so striking. That's the best word I can use for it. The way that they're sort of almost neon colours, turquoises and all these kind of magentas and stuff like that, all those kind of colours against this dark purple background, it just makes them pop out at you, and they're just so vivid and lovely. And I mean, I love peacock feathers as well, so all these purples and blues and greens and things, they really, really spoke to me, really resonated with me. And you've got it on this kingfisher as well. There's a few different birds, actually. You've got the swan, you've got the peacock, you've got flamingo and an owl, all birds that I love. And there's really, there's nothing not to like about this image. It really, really is gorgeous. And that was my favourite thing about it. I also love the fact that the gold was kind of like embossed into the pieces, and it was shiny, so there wasn't so much of it that it just reflected in my eyes the whole time. It was kind of scattered across the puzzle in these wee stars, but it made it sparkle, which is what you associate with Christmas, sparkling things. And especially on Christmas ornaments, you expect them to be sparkly, don't you? So I love that about it as well. And I'm really glad I used my shuffle method on this, because although it's not as efficient and probably not as quick, I didn't want it to go quick necessarily. That's really my default method of puzzling. If I'm just doing it for pleasure, not filming it, just, you know, if it's not a giant puzzle or something, or a puzzle that requires some kind of extra strategy, that's how I enjoy puzzling. And that's how I chose to do this. And I'm really glad I did, because it just allowed me to just relax and enjoy the build and enjoy the process. And I really did. I thought it was absolutely a beautiful, beautiful puzzle. There is just only one minor gripe that I will say, and that is that some of the pieces were a little bit bent. They weren't getting bent because they were stuck together and I was pulling them apart. I was picking them out of the box, and they were already bent. So I'm assuming that that's happened somewhere in the, you know, the bagging up process, or I don't know, maybe the cutting process. I'm not sure, but if there was just 2 or 3, I probably wouldn't have bothered mentioning it, but there were maybe about 8 or 9 pieces where either the prong was bent or, you know, the corner was just a little bit kind of twisted. So that was unfortunate, because obviously it showed on the image when I was putting the pieces in the puzzle. And they're such lovely pieces, you know, that kind of stands out. But aside from that, I thought that this puzzle was really good quality. I think the colours are just so amazing, really true to the image. I love the gold emboss. I love the vivid kind of neon colours of it. The pieces were nice. They were not matte, but they weren't overly glossy. I didn't really get any shine off the puzzle. And I thought that they were fairly sturdy, thick pieces as well. So all in all, I really did enjoy this Elena Essex puzzle, and I will do another one of hers. It also, the sections held together fairly well when I was moving them around, and I'm just going to do a very quick puzzle pickup just to sort of show you how well it stays together. And other than that, I don't have a lot more to say about it. So I'll just lift up the puzzle and show you. There we go. So it survives the pickup, and the sections held together quite well as well. So yeah, just a lovely, lovely puzzle. Yeah, I would highly recommend this puzzle. to do over the Christmas holidays. It's just lovely. It's really nice. So I will leave it there for you. I would like to say thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for watching all year through. I've really, really appreciated that. This has been the first full year of Vicky Makes and Builds. I started the channel last year, so that was only a partial year. And it's just been an absolutely amazing experience. So thank you for watching all my other videos too. I really hope you've enjoyed this one. And I wish you a very Merry Christmas. I hope you enjoy your holidays, and I wish you all a happy puzzling. Thanks very much. See you next time.